Do you want to get more sales from your pricing page? UX design is here to help. Today we'll review the best practices for a pricing page design and give you tips that you can implement right now to boost your revenue. Let's jump into it. We will cover very important aspects: simple layout, visible call to actions, clear value proposition, using trust factors, reducing the decision paralysis, and much more. Let's get into it. Let's start with the simple layout. You want your page to be as simple as possible to not confuse people. People are very close to be making a decision, and you can see that all of those pages are very simple. If we take a look at user interviews, for instance, you can start to see that there is a lot of text on this page, which increase the cognitive load. So it feels like this is a lot of work to be able to make the decision here. So this is not necessarily something that I recommend. You can break this page and the layout into multiple digestible bits. Having a clear value proposition, both for the product, but also those different packages, is very important. You can see that most of those pages are showing a clear, very concise description to let you know a little bit more about each plan with a clear title. And this is a recurring theme across many pages. Your pricing structure should be very clear as well. There are a lot of things that can be done to make you think that the pricing is not that high and that you're actually getting a discount. So one simple way to do it is, of course, to outline the percentage that you're saving. Many companies will actually try to convince you to go for a yearly plan to save some money compared to going with a monthly plan. However, I really like the Vimeo pricing page because they're using something called the anchoring mechanism. They are actually showing you a higher number right next to the actual pricing to make you feel like you're actually saving some money, which is very important when it comes to conversion. Another very important aspect of a high converting pricing page is to reduce the decision paralysis. The more options we give people, the less likely they are to make a decision. Here you can see that there are many options and it's very hard to understand which one I should go for initially. Some pricing page will push for a most popular option or will really call your attention on a specific package as a way to reduce this decision paralysis. For instance, Notion is showing a most popular badge. ExpressVPN is using this outline and the most popular badge as well to help with the decision paralysis. Vimeo as well is clearly outlining one of the package that they recommend for you to get started. So this is something super important that you can use, and you should have that on every pricing page. Another very important aspect is to have clear, visible call to actions. You can see that here the call to actions is not necessarily the thing that is drawing the most attention on the page, and you have to do a lot of scrolling to discover them. It's almost like sign up is drawing a little bit more attention on this page. If we take a look at this other example, for instance, you can see that the call to actions are way more visible. You still have to scroll a lot to discover them, but the contrast ratio is very high. Notion is actually very smart in the way that they are only outlining the most popular packages with the higher contrast ratio to draw your attention to this specific package. Here as well is another good example where you can see that if you look at this page, those call to actions are really drawing your attention on this page and you're way more likely to interact with them. Free trials or money back guarantee is extremely important as well. You can see that ExpressVPN is clearly showing you that you can get your money back if you're not happy with this purchase, so you're more likely to try the product then. Vimeo is also suggesting that you can start with a free trial to make it feel less intimidating to start your journey there. Last but not least, social proof. Seeing that other people or companies are getting a lot of value from your product is extremely important. There are many different ways to outline some trust factors. It can be by using case studies, testimonials, but you can also rely on very large numbers that can convey an idea of the scale of the company. For instance, here they are showing you the millions of participants that you can access. Another example could be to say, join 10,000 other companies using our product. This will reassure people that they're not the only one making the decision and that it has been already vetted by other companies and people. All right, I hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next video.